I'm KnukkleJoe, and welcome back to Path Collab. Now this week's theme is pet peeves, and as I can clearly say, I have no real pet peeves at all. I mean, I'm perfectly calm.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time.
Okay, so there are a few things that piss me off. But that's being human, right? So, to avoid this video being 1 hour long, I'm giving myself 1 minute to let out a full burst of anger about 4 different subjects that really piss me off. In this little segment I like to call Rage Quit. So I'm taking back to my school days, back when we're in the middle of the hallway and we're trying to get to our classes as fast as we can. We have a traffic system. And in that traffic system, people on the right side go one way and people on the left side go the other way. And we literally figure out ways to avoid bumping into each other. Now imagine you are stuck in this traffic system and you're in the middle of trying to get halfway across the school and you have 4 minutes to do this in. And so you think you can just beeline down the center of the schoolway. But there is always someone, that one person, who feels like they can take their sweet time going down the hallway and just stops in the middle of the traffic, picks up something, walks as slow as possible with their feet on the ground. And it drives you absolutely nuts. You're trying to get to one second time to school, and this... I can't curse on this video, but this one person is avoiding your way to do it. Oh, don't get me started on couples. Not only do they go as slow as possible trying to be all lovey-dovey with each other, but they also take up 2 lanes of traffic, so there's no way you can get around them. Now, I was involved in a lot of programs in school, whether it be theater programs, musicals, editing, filming, music, comedy, improv, all sorts of activities. And each one of these has a certain schedule, when you have to be at a certain gig, when it ends, what the practices are, all sorts of things. So I love having a confirmed schedule. They give you the schedule, like, okay, there's a time, these are definitely times you're going to be able to do this. And I love that. The worst thing you will ever hear when you're doing something is called tentative. Whenever someone gives you a tentative schedule, it basically means nothing is going to be what it says. So you can look in your schedule and it says, oh, we're only going to go to 8 o'clock this one night. And I'm like, okay, fantastic. And then next thing you know, you look at your watch, and all of a sudden it's like 11 o'clock, and you're still going because there's just one person holding the entire program up, and it boggles your mind because now you're stuck at the school at a certain time. You have to go home and do all your homework at the middle of the night, staying up to 2:30 at night, giving up all sorts of sleep that you have. Now I love Facebook. It offers me great insight on what's going on in people's lives, and I can discuss it with them. What I don't like are these chicken soup for the soul pictures, and what these are these poster that you always see in the middle of it, that's always something of a flower, or a long beach, or just plain blue with words on it. And these words offer nothing of interest. It's always been said before. It's always, do your best, you are always confident, everything's going to be better in life. And that's fine, I don't mind motivation. But why do we need these giant posters that take up half the screen and force me to scroll all the way down, and then get people who are up to like 1:30 in the morning, keep posting these giant pictures, and force me to scroll down before I can even get to something my friend's saying that may be really important. So, and it's nothing against motivation. I love motivation. I love seeing people who want to help people. But if they really want to get these opinions across, why not just write something themselves? Now, I hate overused memes. This is probably no big deal anymore. If you go online, you see this meme, it's kind of funny for a while, you keep it around for a week or two, and then it's gone. Try living in a small town where things I mentioned before about drainage. And what this is that we don't get anything until a week before. And anything we don't get, we grasp onto. Whether it be these, like for this, or ignore, like for this, or like if you like Jesus, or ignore if you want to go to hell, or all these sorts of pictures, any sort of those pictures. Or it's just some stupid meme over and over again. And yes, I do mean that stupid Sweet Brown song. Oh, hate that song. And it's not nothing against the singer. It's nothing against people who worked hard to make this great remix. It's just the fact that I got introduced to this in the middle of the class. And it just continued on and on throughout my entire senior year. Over and over again. All my seniors like, oh, ain't nobody got time for that. And it both drove me out of my skull. Oh, now I'm just really pissed off now. Anyways, that was Rage Quit. That was me going on for a full minute, letting out my full force of rage on these certain topics. There's a lot more, but let's save those for another time. If you liked this video, please be sure to like it. Or if you disliked it, feel free to dislike it. If any sort of comments, critiques, or quotes that you want to give to me, or if you have any sort of pet peeves for yourself, please, please, please leave them down by the comments. Also, if you want to see a lot more faces that are prettier than mine, please subscribe to Place It Out Here. You get to see a bunch of beautiful ladies give their opinions and what makes them really mad. Coming up tomorrow is Allison, and oh, from what I hear, it's gonna be a doozy. Until then, I'm Knuckle Joe, and I'm gonna get an aspirin. My head. Ah!